Okay, good morning all.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So this is my second lecture actually. Last lecture, I don't know how many of you attended. I've just taken the basics of adverbs. Okay. So this time what we'll do, I'll continue with the error spotting. For adverbs. I hope all of you are aware what is error spotting. पता है सब लोग को? Error spotting नहीं? Okay, error spotting. It's a part of your this question paper. Certain sentences will be given in the exams, and that sentence will be divided into 3 or 4 parts, and one of them will be grammatically wrong. Okay, so you have to just identify which one is wrong. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So for that, of course, you will be requiring to know the certain rules of grammar. So that we'll discuss as and when we proceed. Okay, I'll just put up certain sentences. If you're able to spot any error, just let me know.
Sure, sir.
Okay, the first sentence reads, the amount which the company has paid to the dependents of the workers was fairly unjustified. Now, as you can see, the sentence is divided into 3 parts. So this is your A part, the pehले वाला part. The amount which the company has paid. Then your B part will be has paid to the dependents, and C part will be of workers was fairly unjustified. Just if you're able to spot any error, let me know. Anything wrong with the sentence? Yeah, of course, there will be the option no error. If you find it grammatically correct, तो आपको नो एरर्स चूज करना है. Anything wrong with this sentence? Yeah, anything wrong with this? Sentence is divided into how much parts? A, B, and C. Correct? So it is entire one sentence. One of the parts is grammatical wrong, which is grammatical error. Something is wrong with the sentence. So you have to search, find the correct which is wrong. The amount which the company has paid to the dependents of the workers was fairly unjustified. Okay, tell me, this is a negative sentence. What sense do you get on reading this sentence? A negative sense or a positive sense? ये सेंटेंस आपको नेगेटिव लग रहा है या पॉजिटिव लग रहा है? The company which the amount which the company has paid to the dependents of the workers was fairly unjustified. Positive लग रहा है या negative? Negative. It's a negative sentence.
Negative.
या उसका हिंदी में if you translate it into उसका मतलब क्या होता है? जो कंपनी ने वर्कर्स लोग को मुआवजा दिया था वो सही था या गलत था? सही था या गलत था? Unjustified word is used. Unjustified यानी गलत है. Okay, unjustified यानी गलत है. So it's a negative sentence. ठीक है? So negative sentence. This is the adverb. So just remember, fairly जो word है that is normally used in positive sense. और जब भी सेंटेंस का अगर सेंस नेगेटिव आ रहा है तो यू यूज अनदर वर्ड rather. ठीक है, fairly is normally used in positive sense, rather is used for negative. अगर sentence negative है तो you can't use the word fairly because fairly is used for a positive sentence. Okay, so actually the sentence will read the amount which the company has paid to the dependents of the workers was rather unjustified. Okay, so your error was in part C. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
सर फिर से बताओ ना।
अच्छा, ये फेयरली वर्ड यूज होता है ना, फेयरली, वो हमेशा पॉजिटिव सेंस में हम लोग यूज करते हैं. वी कांट यूज फेयरली फॉर अ नेगेटिव दिस नेगेटिव सेंस, लाइक वी से इज फेयरली गुड एट हिज वर्क, यानी वो ठीक ठाक है अपने काम में. तो जो फेयरली वर्क है हमेशा हम लोग पॉजिटिव चीजों के लिए, पॉजिटिव चीज कंपेयर करने के लिए यूज करते हैं. ठीक है, बट ये जो सेंटेंस है उसमें क्या बोला गया, द अमाउंट विच द कंपनी हैज पेड टू द डिपेंडेंट्स ऑफ द वर्कर्स वाज फेयरली अनजस्टिफाइड. तो ये इसमें एक वर्ड है अनजस्टिफाइड. अनजस्टिफाइड यानी गलत हो रहा है, समथिंग इज रॉन्ग. तो ये आपका दिस इज अ नेगेटिव वर्ड. तो ये वर्ड की वजह से पूरा सेंटेंस का सेंस जो है वो नेगेटिव में आ रहा है, यानी सेंटेंस का
सर
मतलब
अगर
Yes.
रहता आता तो।
रादर डालना है, रादर डालना है आपको, तो इसलिए ये गलत है,
अच्छा
दिस इज रॉन्ग. तो नाउ यू हैव टू पुट रादर इन दिस. ओके, क्योंकि मुझे नेगेटिव वर्ड चाहिए क्योंकि सेंटेंस का मतलब नेगेटिव हो रहा है.
ओके सर।
अच्छा, ओके. एनीवे इन द एग्जाम्स में आपको ये सब ऑप्शन नहीं डालना है, आपको खाली ऐसे ऑप्शन आएंगे ए बी सी, फिर ए एंड बी बोथ, या फिर नो एरर. तो इन द एग्जाम्स यू डोंट हैव टू गिव द रीजंस, आपको खाली टिक करना है ऑप्शंस. ओके, तो इन दिस केस व्हिच ऑप्शन यू विल चूज, व्हिच वन इज द रॉन्ग ऑप्शन?
Option C.
Yeah, option C, because this part comes in C, so you have to just take that part. Okay, I hope this is clear, this sentence.
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
Yes.
So you have finished taking this down and done this? Yeah, you want me to wait for some time? लिख के हो गया सब लोगों का?
यस सर।
हाँ सर, हो गया.
Okay, I'll move to the next one. Okay, the next one is on your board. The new home is very good, but it is too much small to accommodate all the members of the family. So if you are finished taking it down, just try to spot the error in this. Any part of this, any particular part of the sentence which is wrong. The new home is very good, but it is too much small to accommodate all the members of the family. If you don't find any error, at least say no error. या if you of course spot error, let me know it. कुछ गलत है इसमें? Anything wrong? Okay, I'll just write a sentence. Tell me if it is grammatically correct. Okay, I'll just put up a sentence. It drinks too much of tea. Yeah, it drinks too much tea. Is it correct? Grammatically, ये वाला sentence जो मैंने नीचे लिखा है. Is it correct?
No, sir.
Sorry, yes or no? What did you say?
No.
Why? Why? Tell me the reason. Then what should be the correct thing if this is wrong? Right here, wrong है ये वाला. So what should be the correct thing then? नीचे वाला. It drinks too much of tea. So what should be the correct one then? Too much. अच्छा ये बोलो just tell me this is correct or wrong. हम लोग बोलते हैं ना he drinks too much of tea, he eats too much of sweets बोलते हैं ना? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
We
sir.
say
It is.
in regular language ना he drinks too much of tea, he eats too much of sweet. So if I say that this is correct and this part is wrong, so just tell me why. क्या difference है? ये part गलत है. Now tell me why it is so. नीचे वाला part जो मैंने लिखा है वो सही है और ऊपर वाला जो sentence में आपका that is wrong. Why? Any guesses? Now both these words are same. What is differing? This one, na?
Small and T.
Small and T. So what is the difference between small and T?
Small is size and
Size, yeah, and T is T.
yes.
Okay. Which part of speech? Part of speech. How many parts of speech? There are 8 parts of speech. पता है ना? Like adjective, noun, verb, preposition, conjunction. So what is small? Small क्या है? Which part of speech small comes in? It's a noun. It's an adjective. It's a verb. It's a preposition. Okay, chalo, I'll give a small example again. I have a small house. In this case, which is a noun? I have a ये वाला sentence में. I have a small house. So which is a noun in this case?
House. House.
Noun. Yes, this is a noun. Now, which word tells you more about the noun? कौन सा word है जो?
Small. Small.
Small, yes. So this word gives you more information about the noun. So what are such words called which give you more information about the noun?
Adjective.
Yeah, it's an adjective. Adjective या फिर विशेषण हम लोग इसको बोलते हैं हिंदी में. It's an adjective. Adjective क्या होता है? Which gives you information about the noun. Correct? So small is a noun. Small is an adjective, na?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this case, this is an adjective. Now coming to this sentence, then what is T? T will come in which part of speech?
Noun.
T is a noun because it's a name of something. ये noun है. So the rule is very simple. Whenever you use too much, so it should be followed by a noun. Okay, and if you are using much too, then it should have a adjective after this. ठीक है, अगर too much हो रहा है, if you are using too much, तो उसके बाद noun होना चाहिए. जैसे ये example में, after too much, I am using T, which is a noun. So that's why this construction is correct. But in this case, after too much क्या use किया है मैंने? Noun use किया है क्या adjective use किया है sentence पे?
Adjective.
Adjective. But my rule says that too much के साथ हमेशा noun आना चाहिए. So this particular part is definitely wrong. So instead of too much, the correction should be much too small, because much too is always followed by adjective. Okay, got this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, we just take this down. just make a note of this thing. Too much is followed by noun, must be normally followed by adjective. Achha, all of you have finished?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, we move on to the next one.
सब बॉडी
सर लेफ्ट का नहीं दिख रहा।
Sorry?
लेफ्ट साइड का नहीं दिख रहा।
Side का नहीं देख रहा. Okay, okay. Now it is okay, na?
यस सर।
Okay. Okay, the next one, the manager appreciated that crucial moment where the employees proved their talent and came out victorious.
हेलो सर।
Sorry? Yeah, somebody wants to answer. Basically, there are two errors. एक तो basic error है, which I think many of you can catch, and
First
other is
one.
not so basic. So
सर ये लास्ट लेक्चर में जो हुआ था उसका कंटिन्यू है क्या?
last lecture आप कौन सा अटेंड किया था? Which lecture?
एडवर्ब वाला।
Adverb वाला क्या रूल से ये the this rules of adverb किया था आपने?
यस सर,
या उसका continuation है?
इसी का ही कंटिन्यू है ना?
हाँ हाँ.
ओके सर।
Because somebody had missed, many people had missed. So the second lecture, I'll be taking the rules again after this. In the second lecture, I'll be taking the rules and then I'll be starting with prepositions. ठीक है?
सर नहीं समझा, फिर से रिपीट कीजिए
In
ना।
the second lecture, I'll be taking the rules again because I think many people have missed the rules. ना, तो इसके बाद जो 11:30 का lecture है, in that case, I'll be revising the rules again. Okay?
ओके सर।
Yeah. So in this case, there are two errors. So at least try to spot one. दो errors है इसमें. देखो जरा, read it carefully. One is a basic one.
Employees.
Sorry.
Employees.
I'm not able to hear you. Just can you put it in the comment box? Okay. I'll tell you the first one. Which are the two types of there? एक तो ये वाला there है. And which is the other there? Which is the other there?
THEIR.
THEIR. Okay. So what is the difference between both the first and second? First वाला कभी यूज करते हैं हम लोग, second वाला कभी यूज करते हैं?
First वाला place.
Second वाला place.
Yeah, first वाला place indicate करने के लिए, जब भी you want to indicate a position like I found my book there, correct? तो ये there place indicate करते हैं, correct?
हाँ sir.
और second वाला there
Person or
possessive, it's a possessive this adjective like it is their car. It is their car का मतलब क्या हो गया? ये कार उनकी है ना? The owner of this car is this people are the owner. तो ये possessive case है, यानी किसी चीज का ownership बताने के लिए यूज होता है. Okay?
okay.
So which there should come over here?
Second one.
Second one.
Where the employees prove their talent. ये talent किसका है? This talent is belonging to the employee ना, employees का talent है, तो ये उनकी ownership दिखाना है. I don't want to tell about the position. I want to tell about the possession, not the position. तो ये there नहीं, ये employee का talent है, it should be their talent. Okay? First one is clear?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now for the second one, there is one more. Just try if you can get that second one. Okay, I'll just put up a sentence. You got this na, there and there. Now in this case, I just written two sentences. Sita is a smart girl, she obeys her parents. So which is the noun in this case?
Sita.
Sita.
Sita is the noun, yeah. And which is the pronoun?
She.
She.
So now tell me, now Sita के लिए हम लोग ने क्या word use किया? She use किया, correct? तो she किसके लिए stand करे? She is representing whom in the sentence?
Sita.
Sita.
She represents Sita. So she is called as a pronoun for Sita, and Sita is also called as an antecedent. हम लोग antecedent भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Antecedent वो होता है जिसके लिए pronoun खड़ा होता है. जैसे ये sentence में she is standing for Sita, तो Sita will be the antecedent. तो ये पहले समझ में आया, what is the antecedent समझ में आया?
नहीं sir.
Yeah.
So antecedent मतलब noun के जगह पे होता है.
या ये pronoun, अभी ये sentence में pronoun जो she है वो किसके लिए खड़ा है?
सीता के.
सीता के. तो Sita will be the antecedent in this case. Okay?
Okay sir.
Pronoun जिसके लिए खड़ा है वो उसको antecedent बोलते हैं. Now I'll put two more sentences. ओके फर्स्ट सेंटेंस मैंने लिखा है दिस इज द पर्सन whom I met and this is the place where he lives. तो ये जो whom है, ये whom किसके लिए खड़ा है ये सेंटेंस में, उसका एंटीसीडेंट क्या है?
He.
है ना, पर्सन, whom is standing for person, ठीक है, इसका एंटीसीडेंट ये है. इन द सेम वे सेकंड सेंटेंस वेयर जो है उसका एंटीसीडेंट क्या है? या ओके. तो दिस आर माय रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस. ये मेरा रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है. जो whom wh वाले वर्ड्स है ना, whom, where, whose, दिस आर रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस व्हिच रिलेट द फर्स्ट पार्ट. तो इसका जो एंटीसीडेंट होता है नॉर्मली उसके बाजू में ही होता है, ठीक है. ये समझ 90% ऑफ द टाइम्स ये wh वाले जो वर्ड्स होते हैं ना, उसका जो एंटीसीडेंट होता है उसके बगल में ही होता है. तो पहला ये बात समझ में आया. इज दिस कांसेप्ट क्लियर? जो मैंने अभी टिक किया वो क्लियर है कॉन्सेप्ट? तो रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस जो होते हैं उनका एंटीसीडेंट नॉर्मली उनके बाजू में ही होता है. व्हाट इज, तो इन दिस सेंटेंस अभी जो हमारा क्वेश्चन है ये वाला, उसमें कोई रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन यूज किया मैंने? चेक करो. अभी जो मैंने सेंटेंस लिखा है उसमें वेयर है ना, तो ये मेरा रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है. तो उसका एंटीसीडेंट क्या होगा? सॉरी, मूवमेंट. या उसका एंटीसीडेंट होगा मूवमेंट, क्योंकि वो उसके बाजू में ना, जैसे whom के बाजू में उसका एंटीसीडेंट था पर्सन, वेयर के बाजू में उसका एंटीसीडेंट था प्लेस. तो वेयर के बाजू में इसका एंटीसीडेंट मूवमेंट है. नाउ टेल मी, मूवमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? मूवमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? मूवमेंट रिप्रेजेंट्स व्हाट? प्लेस और टाइम?
टाइम.
टाइम ना. तो क्रूशियल मूवमेंट यानी टाइम. अगर टाइम की बात हो रही है, तो अगर टाइम की बात हो रही है तो मैं वेयर यूज कर सकता हूँ. वेयर तो किसके लिए यूज करना है? प्लेस के लिए ना. टॉकिंग अबाउट टाइम, तो विच इज द करेक्ट रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन? अगर टाइम की बात हो रही है तो कौन सा यूज करना पड़ेगा मुझे रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन? व्हेन आएगा ना.
हाँ सर.
बिकॉज वी से दिस वाज द टाइम व्हेन आई मेट हिम यस्टरडे. तो जब भी टाइम की बात हो रही है वी यूज व्हेन. वेयर इज यूज्ड फॉर प्लेस. वेयर प्लेस के लिए होता है, पर्सन के लिए whom होता है. तो टाइम के लिए वैसा क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा मुझे इधर? व्हेन. तो दिस इज माय एरर. गॉट दिस? तो वेरी सिंपल थिंग. पहला तो ये याद रखो, अगर कोई रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है यूज किया आपका सेंटेंस में, तो जब उसके बाजू में क्या है वो चेक करो. लाइक ये whom के बाजू में पर्सन है तो दिस इज करेक्ट. वेयर के बाजू में प्लेस है तो दिस इज करेक्ट. लेकिन अगर वेयर के बाजू में टाइम की बात हो तो दिस इज रॉन्ग. तो व्हेनेवर यू गॉट अ रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन में सेंटेंस, उसके बाजू में पहला चेक करो उसका एंटीसीडेंट बराबर यूज किया है कि नहीं. ओके.
ओके सर.
Okay, finished? All of you are done?
Yes.
Okay, we'll move to the next one. Okay, the next sentence reads, when carefully analyzed, it was found that the accused was not responsible for the mishap. Now, who is the accused? Who is the accused? When carefully analyzed, it was found that the accused was not responsible. तो accused किसको बोलते हैं हम लोग? This accused किसको बोलते हैं हम लोग? आरोपी सुने आरोपी जिसके ऊपर who has done something wrong in the eyes of the law. Okay, he is called as the accused. But tell me any error in this? Okay, tell me which is the verb in this case. इसमें ये sentence में verb कौन सा है? Analyzed है, found है, correct? So I'll just focus on this. Analyze is a verb. Of course, there is found is also a verb. Which is the adverb in this case? I don't know how many of you have attended the previous lecture. Adverb wala. Anybody in the room who has attended the previous lecture? Okay, if you have missed that lecture, I'll be taking it at 11:30 again about the basics of adverbs. So please do attend that lecture. Okay, those who have missed this out. So now tell me in this case, which is the adverb? If I say, what is the adverb basically? If I say she,
Carefully.
yeah, very good. I'll just give an example. She runs fast. In this case, which is the verb? She runs fast. Which is the verb?
Runs.
Runs is the verb. So which will be the adverb?
Fast.
Yeah, fast tells you more about the verb. ना ये verb के बारे में information देता है. तो this is called as your adverb. ठीक है? And the other thing is, which question does it answer? ये अभी मुझे बताओ ये when answer करता है, where answer करता है या how answer कर रहा है? Which question does how?
How?
Correct? So this will be your adverb of which adverb then? If it answers the question how? It will be
Manner.
manner. ठीक है, this is the adverb of manner. Okay, because it answers the question how now, in what manner, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, acha. Now in the same way, carefully is the adverb you said. तो अगर ये adverb है, तो tell me which type of adverb now? कौन सा क्वेश्चन आंसर करते हैं? How, when या where?
How?
How?
So this will be
How?
adverb of manner. This will be adverb of
Manner.
manner. Okay. So the rule is, I'll be taking this, I'm repeating this again and again. I'll be revising this in the second lecture, but for now, I'll just write the rule. Normally, adverb of manner is placed after the verb or the object. Okay. Adverb of manner is placed after the verb or the object. So then where should be the correct position be of the word carefully, sorry.
Analyze carefully.
Yeah, he analyzed carefully. The rule says that adverb manner is placed after the verb. तो verb के बाद में आते हैं, verb के पहले नहीं. तो ये तो verb, this is my verb. So this should come actually this position over here. So the error is definitely in part A. So the correct sentence will be when analyzed carefully it was found that. Okay, this is clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just remember adverb manner is always placed after the verb or after the object, not before the verb. Okay, all of you are done now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, the next one, never I had met such a funny person before in my life.
The first name incorrect, sir.
Sorry.
Option A incorrect.
A,
sir.
okay, option A. Okay, good. Anyone else?
Same, sir.
Same, A. Okay, what is wrong and what should be the correct formation? Please let me know.
Sir, I had never met.
Never I haven't met. Sorry, never I haven't met, you said?
I guess I had never met.
Okay, I haven't met, but since never is a negative word, you can't use one more negative against that. If I am interpreting you in the correct way, what you're saying is never I haven't met. But if that is the case, since never is a negative word, you don't have to use another negative again with it. Okay? Is that what you were trying to say? No, never I haven't met. Others, give a try. Which part? Tell me the part first. A, B. Before in my life. Okay. Then what should be the correct one? Before in my life. If it is wrong, then what should be the correct one then? Okay, just tell me this. Is this sentence correct? I had never met him before.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Correct. So how is it different from the sentence? ऊपर वाला sentence और ये वाला sentence, how is it different?
So that's why I'm telling. I had
Yeah.
never met.
Okay, in this case, now tell me जो मैंने नीचे वाला sentence लिखा है, which is the subject? In this case, subject कौन सा है?
I.
I. Yeah. And which is the helping verb? Which is the helping verb? Had. Had is the
Had.
helping verb? Yeah. So normally the sentence formation goes like this. पहला subject आता है, बाद में आपका helping verb आता है. But whenever some sentences begin with words like never, hardly, फिर rarely, scarcely, ये जब words से sentence कोई begin होता है, then you have to apply the rule of inversion. Then you'll apply the rule of inversion. तो rule of inversion क्या होता है? As the name suggests, rule of inversion. इसमें देखो क्या formation था पहला? Subject और helping verb था ना? तो फिर rule of inversion में क्या होना चाहिए? Inversion का मतलब क्या होता है?
Helping verb पहले आना चाहिए.
ये exactly उल्टा हो जाएगा. तो rule of inversion मेरा पहला helping verb आएगा और बाद में मेरा subject आएगा. But this is true only if the sentence begins with these few words like never, hardly, rarely, scarcely. Okay. So अभी tell me now what should be the correction in the sentence then? What should be the
Never
correct
had
sentence?
Had I never.
Yeah, very good. It should be never. Since the sentence is beginning with never, I'll apply the rule of inversion, which states that पहला helping verb आएगा, बाद में subject आएगा. तो never I had की जगह क्या हो जाएगा इधर? Never had I, and then of course it will continue. So the error was in part A. Okay, so just remember these few words: never, hardly, rarely, scarcely. Done? Finished? We move on to the next one.
Yes.
Okay. when the dictator took over the country, forbade his citizens from not practicing their religion. Okay, anything wrong with this? So first tell me, who is a dictator? What does the word dictator mean? Who is a dictator?
रूलिंग पर्सन,
Sorry,
रूलिंग पर्सन जो रूल करता है.
okay, जो रूल करता है, the person who governs the country, but in his own way, अपने अपने मन से देश चलाता है. Like he does not follow the law, he does not follow the constitution. जो अपने मन से, तानाशाह सुने ना, तानाशाह. Like who is the famous dictator now? You must have studied in history. कौन है सबसे famous dictator? तानाशाह.
Hitler.
Hitler, yeah, Mussolini. So these are the dictators. And one who governs the country according to his own will. अपने मन मर्जी से देश चला रहा है, doesn't follow the rules and regulations. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of the word forbid? Forbid का मतलब क्या है? If you get the meaning of the word forbid, then perhaps you might get the error also. Not heard before. Forbid क्या होता है?
No, sir.
अच्छा, I'll just tell you, the doctor forbade him from eating sweets. अगर मैं ऐसे सेंटेंस बोलता हूँ, डॉक्टर forbade him from eating sweets, तो उसका मतलब क्या हो गया?
मना कर.
मना
Not
करना
allowed.
ना. डॉक्टर ने उनको स्वीट खाने से मना कर दिया, तो forbade का मतलब होता है मना कर दिया, मना करना. टू व्हाट यू सेड, किसी चीज से उसको परहेज रखने के लिए, किसी चीज से मना करना. तो अभी अभी नाउ ट्रांसलेट दिस सेंटेंस इनटू हिंदी या मराठी. मे बी फॉरवर्ड का मतलब डालो उसमें, मना करना, एंड देन देखो एरर मिल रहा है कि नहीं मिल रहा है. वो सेंटेंस ट्रांसलेट करो मराठी या हिंदी में. व्हाट डज इट रीड व्हेन द डिक्टेटर, जब वो डिक्टेटर ने देश चलाने को लिया तो उसने मना कर दिया. ठीक है, उसने जब देश चलाने को लिया उसने मना कर दिया. किस बात से मना कर दिया? रिलीजन फॉलो करने के लिए या रिलीजन नहीं फॉलो करने के लिए?
रिलीजन नहीं फॉलो कर.
मना किस बात के लिए कि अपना अपना रिलीजन फॉलो करो या अपना अपना रिलीजन मत फॉलो करो? मना कर दिया मैंने बोला. रिलीजन फॉलो
करने.
Religion मत
बात के लिए मना
religion
कर दिया, रिलीजन फॉलो करने के लिए या रिलीजन नहीं फॉलो करने के लिए?
नहीं फॉलो.
नहीं follow
follow
करने
करने
के लिए.
Not
नहीं
near
follow करने के लिए.
that.
उसने बोला नहीं मत फॉलो करो, तो मना किस बात के लिए किया? वो बोल रहा है ना मत फॉलो करो, तो मना किसके लिए किया? फॉलो करने के लिए ना. अभी डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं, डॉक्टर ने स्वीट खाने से मना कर दिया, तो डॉक्टर जब स्वीट्स खाने से मना करता है तो डॉक्टर क्या बोलता है? आपको स्वीट्स खाओ या स्वीट्स मत खाओ? स्वीट्स मत खाओ ना. इन द सेम वे फॉरबिड में, सॉरी,
नॉट नहीं आएगा डी में. नॉट नहीं आएगा.
हाँ, नॉट नहीं है. देखो वेरी सिंपल, जब डिक्टेटर ने वो देश चलाने को लिया उसने मना कर दिया लोगों को अपना अपना रिलीजन फॉलो करने से. तो उसने मना इस बात से नहीं किया कि अपना रिलीजन मत फॉलो करो, उसने मना क्यों किया? रिलीजन फॉलो करने के लिए. ओके, तो इफ दिस इज अ बिट कॉम्प्लेक्स, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर फॉरबिड इज अ नेगेटिव वर्ड. फॉरबिड एक नेगेटिव वर्ड है, तो इसके साथ हम लोग नॉट कभी यूज नहीं होता है. ठीक है, फॉरबिड के साथ नॉट यूज कभी भी नहीं होता है, तो यू विल नॉट यूज नॉट. दिस इज अ बेसिक एरर व्हिच इज आस्क्ड इन एसएससी एग्जाम्स एंड ऑल दैट. So just remember, forbid or not, the combination is not allowed. Done?
Yes.
Okay, we move to the next one. The next one, tough-minded optimists approach problems with a can-do philosophy and emerge very stronger from tragedies. Now tell me who are optimists. What do you mean by the word optimist? Tough-minded optimist. What does the word optimist mean? No idea. Optimists are those people who always take life in a positive way.
Positive thinking.
Yeah, positive thinking. Good. They always think positively. They don't doubt themselves. They always have a positive view about life. ठीक है? Optimist का opposite क्या होता है?
Pessimist.
Pessimist वो होता है जो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ नेगेटिव सोचते रहता है. He always tries to find some problem in even the positive things. ठीक है? Optimist and pessimist are exactly opposite words. Optimist means one who thinks in a positive way. Pessimist means one who thinks in a negative way. Okay, now tough-minded optimists approach problems with a can-do philosophy. Now, what is a can-do philosophy? This one. Any idea? Simple. Go by the words.
Like we can do it.
Yeah, he can do it. Very good. Yeah, the tough-minded optimists always approach problems. Whenever they see any problem, they approach with a can-do philosophy. Can-do philosophy है, they always think in a positive way कि हम लोग ये कर सकते हैं. We can do it. Okay. So they emerge very stronger from tragedies. Okay. Now coming to the errors. Any specific error in this? No. It's a very simple error. No rules for this. Because this we use in our day-to-day life also. While speaking also we use these words. That's why I'm asking you. There are no specific rules. Not related to any rule.
So very stronger.
Yes. Actually, do one thing. Just I'm writing this word very. Just frame any sentence with the word very. Very के साथ कोई भी एक sentence बना दो अपने sentence पे. With the word very.
Very good, very nice.
Yeah. I'll just put up he is a very good boy. Okay. Two more sentences with the word very. Or कोई भी sentence anyone can tell with the word very.
She is very smart.
Okay, he's very smart. Good. One more. Very के साथ.
She is very beautiful.
He's very beautiful. Okay. Okay, now adjectives. Which are the 3 degrees of comparison? Any idea? Adjectives are classified in 3 degrees of comparison. Which are the 3 degrees of comparison? I'll tell you the first one. Positive. उसके बाद क्या आता है? उसके बाद क्या आता है? बोलो. Sorry. Positive, comparative और superlative. बाद में लास्ट में superlative होता है. ठीक है. पॉजिटिव डिग्री होता है, कंपैरेटिव होता है और एक superlative होता है. This of course will be taught when we deal with adjectives in detail. Now since this topic has emerged, I'm just telling you I'm just giving you a rough idea. तो ये हम लोग this is also called as the ER form और इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं EST form. Why? For a simple reason. Tall का क्या हो जाएगा comparative में? Taller. और इधर in the same way good का क्या हो जाएगा?
Good.
So,
Better.
better, best. Okay, good का better, best. दूसरा कौन सा adjective use किया? अच्छा, smart. Smart का क्या होगा?
Smarter, smartest.
Smarter, smartest. फिर the last one you use beautiful. Beautiful का
more beautiful.
more
More
beautiful.
beautiful, most beautiful.
More beautiful and then most beautiful. Okay. Now ये जो आपने अभी the examples which are used in this three sentence, good, smart and beautiful, they are of which degree? Out of the three, कौन सा degree में use किया ये? Positive में comparative.
पॉजिटिव
Positive में ना, good is also positive degree, smart and beautiful. So the rule is very simple. जब भी whenever there is the word very, it is always followed by a positive degree. ठीक है? Very is always followed by an adjective the positive degree. तो इधर very के बाद मैंने कौन सा degree use किया है? Very के बाद कौन सा degree है ये? Comparative degree, ER degree. So I can't use this stronger. It should be very strong, not very stronger. Okay, got this? So just remember, whenever there is very, it should be followed by adjective in positive degree. Okay?
Yes.
Eight. Done?
डन सर
Okay, we move on to the next one. a number of people are walking quite to and fro studying the architecture, referring to guidebooks and conversing in blue words. Anything wrong? You able to spot any error in this? Acha, what does the word to and fro mean? What does this mean, to and fro?
फ्रंट एंड बैक.
इधर से उधर. वो आपने घड़ी का पेंडुलम देखा है ना? घड़ी में पेंडुलम होता है. ये वाला which moves in the motion to and fro. So that is called as to and fro motion. Okay. वो टिक-टॉक मोशन होता है, that is called to and, इधर से उधर. Like if I'm walking from here और वापस इधर आ रहा हूँ, वापस उधर जा रहा हूँ, that is called as to and fro motion. And then what does this mean? Conversing?
Talking.
Yeah, talking. Conversation. Conversation सब लोग को पता है ना? So conversation से it's a verb of that. Conversing. Conversing in low voice यानी they were talking in low voice. Now, tell me if you are able to spot any error in this. A number of people walking quite to and fro studying the architecture referring to guidebooks and conversing in low voices. Right? Okay, tell me this. Which one is correct out of the two sentences? They were walking quietly in dawn or they were walking quiet in dawn?
फर्स्ट वन.
First one.
First one is right.
Yeah, because this is a verb and this quietly will become an adverb. Okay. We require an adverb. किसी भी verb के बारे में information देने के लिए we require adverb. We don't require an adjective. So of course, आपका error समझ नहीं आएगा. It should be a number of people walking quietly to and fro, not quiet to and fro. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the difference between this quiet and this quiet? ये दोनों में difference बोलो. Both are pronounced in the same way. Lord.
Second soprano.
अच्छा, if all of you are talking, आप सब लोग बात करें, मुझे बोलना है keep quiet. तो कौन सा वाला quiet use करूँगा मैं? First या second?
First one.
Yeah.
फर्स्ट वन का.
Yeah. This is for
फर्स्ट
keep.
वन.
Yeah. And this is for what then? Quiet. ये second वाला.
Minute.
It tells you the degree. ठीक है? Extent, degree. Like if I say he is quite smart. So this will tell you degree. यानी वो बहुत हद तक smart है. तो this will give you the extent of the degree. ठीक है? And there is one more word with this. और एक होता है quit. Quit मतलब
Leave. छोड़ देना.
छोड़ दे.
छोड़ देना. You must have studied in history ना. Quit India movement पढ़ा था ना. To leave. Quit means I quit, means I leave the job, I quit my job. To leave the job, job छोड़ देना. Yes. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, the next one is therefore seldom not appropriate to treat disorders of language and communication by trying to influence the underlying causes. Follow anything wrong with this? It is therefore seldom not appropriate to treat disorders of language and communication by trying to influence the underlying causes. So what does the word seldom mean? Any guesses?
Rarely.
नहीं आएगा सर.
Sorry?
Not नहीं आएगा seldom.
Rarely.
Rarely, yes. Seldom means rarely, kabhi kabhi. Okay. So there is a simple rule. जैसे what was the rule for forbid? We had done a sentence previously. What is the rule for forbid? Forbid के लिए क्या rule पढ़ा था हम लोग ने? Three sentences back we have studied. Yeah, बोलो.
Not use नहीं होगा.
Yeah, forbid के साथ not use नहीं होता. In the same way, seldom के साथ हम लोग कभी not use नहीं करते. We don't use the negative word seldom. Again, this combination is not allowed. Seldom plus not is not allowed. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But two combinations are allowed with seldom and they are oftenly asked in the exam. Seldom के साथ not use नहीं होता, लेकिन seldom के साथ दूसरा कॉम्बिनेशन यूज होता है जो पूछा जाता है, सेल्डम के साथ आप लोग इफ एवर यूज कर सकते हैं, और सेल्डम के लिए और नेवर, if ever या or never, both combinations, this both combinations are allowed, so please make a note of these two combinations. सेल्डम के साथ नॉट नहीं होता, लेकिन सेल्डम के साथ if ever होता है, सेल्डम के साथ or never होता है. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to get the error in this. Anything wrong with this? Although he only earns 6,000 rupees a month, he manages to support his family. Okay, I'll just put up certain sentences. Just pay a bit of attention. I've just written 3 sentences. तीनों में difference क्या है मैंने बताऊँ मुझे. Only Rahul helped his brother. Rahul only helped his brother. Rahul helped his only brother. What is the difference? Not meaning. लेकिन बाकी कुछ difference है. Meaning छोड़ दो. Meaning छोड़ के what is the difference? You can spot in this. How are the three sentences different?
वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा है सर।
Position of what? Which one? किसका position change हो गया?
So screen is not visible.
वो नहीं दिख रहा है सर।
Just a minute, huh? Just a sec. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Students, can you hear me?
yes sir.
Are you able to hear the audio clearly?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see the screen also, no? I mean the board also, no? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now I just put three sentences. Only Rahul helped his brother. Rahul only helped his brother, and Rahul helped his only brother. Now, how are these sentences different from each other? क्या difference है बोलो? It's all good.
सर फर्स्ट में ओनली राहुल ने ही हेल्प की है।
Yes.
सेकंड में उसने सिर्फ अपने भाई को ही मदद की है और लास्ट में सिर्फ उसके एक ही भाई है जिसको राहुल ने मदद की है।
Okay. Now in this case only किसके बाजू में है? राहुल के बाजू में है ना? That means उसका मतलब क्या हो गया? ये only राहुल के लिए मैंने यूज किया। तो उसका मतलब है only राहुल हेल्प इस बदले में उसका भाई का हेल्प खाली राहुल ने किया और किसी ने किया नहीं। ठीक है? Nobody helped राहुल. So nobody helped his brother except राहुल. Now second में only किसके बाजू में है? Only is next to verb ना, ये verb के बाजू में। ठीक है? तो what does that mean है? अगर वो वर्क के बारे में अगर राहुल ने क्या काम किया उसने और कुछ नहीं काम किया, उसने खाली अपने भाई को हेल्प किया, यानी ना तो उसने और वो काम पे नहीं गया, वो सोया नहीं, वो खाना नहीं खाया, उसने खाली एक ही एक्शन किया क्योंकि हेल्प वर्क के बारे में दैट मींस उसने एक ही एक्शन किया, दैट वाज ऑफ हेल्पिंग हिज ब्रदर। ओके, एंड द थर्ड वन का मतलब क्या होता है? राहुल हेल्प हिज ओनली ब्रदर।
उसने अपने इकलौते भाई की हेल्प।
एक ही भाई है, राहुल हेल्प हिज ओनली ब्रदर, क्योंकि अभी ये ओनली किधर आ गया? इसके ब्रदर के बाद में आ गया, उसका मतलब क्या हो गया? राहुल हेल्प हिज ओनली ब्रदर, यानी उसने अपने खाली भाई का हेल्प किया और उसकी हेल्प नहीं किया। ये तीनों डिफरेंस क्लियर है?
यस सर।
तो इन शॉर्ट व्हाट आई वांट टू से इज ओनली का पोजीशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। ओनली जिसके बाजू में होता है उसको ही वो क्लासिफाई करता है, उसके बाद उसको ही वो क्वालिफाई करता है। तो इधर देखिए नाउन के बाजू में तो नाउन के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है, इधर ये वर्ब के बारे में हेल्प के बारे में तो वर्ब के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है, इधर वापस ब्रदर के बारे में तो ब्रदर के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है। ओके, तो इफ दिस इज क्लियर नाउ कमिंग टू द सेंटेंस, टेल मी although he earns 6,000 rupees a month, he manages to support his family. So क्या what do you think is wrong now over here?
Only he.
Can you repeat please?
सर ओनली के बाद ही आएगा।
या क्योंकि अभी इसका सेंटेंस का मतलब क्या हो रहा है he earns only earns 6,000 rupees a month and imagine तो मुझे क्या कहना है कि खाली वो 6,000 रुपए कमाता है महीने तो खाली 6,000 तो ये only का पोजीशन अगर ये सेंटेंस का मीनिंग क्या हो गया अगर only earns के बाजू में आ गया तो मतलब क्या हो गया सेंटेंस का अभी जो बोर्ड पे सेंटेंस है व्हाट डज दैट मीन although he only earns 6,000 इसका मतलब क्या हो गया only earns जब मैं यूज करता हूं उसका मतलब क्या हो गया
वो सिर्फ अर्न ही कर रहे हैं।
हाँ वो खाली earn कर रहा है just earning the money he's not doing anything he's not helping anyone क्योंकि he's not sleeping he's not eating तो खाली एक एक्शन कर रहा है और वो एक्शन है खाली कमाने का he's only earning money but this is wrong what I want to say is वो खाली 6,000 कमा रहा है ना तो only का पोजीशन कितना होना चाहिए 6,000 के पहले okay तो the right position will be over here not over here so this because इसका सेंस चेंज हो जाएगा okay so the correct position will be although he earns only 6,000 rupees. So now this will give me a correct sense. Okay. Okay, how much sentence we have finished? 10. Okay, now we move on to the next topic actually. Conjunction has been told now along with this topic. Which is the other topic? Conjunction. Okay, we move on to the next topic. Okay, I written 3 sentences on the board. Ram and couple of good friends. He didn't go to work as he was unwell. And the thing is smart, but he is lazy. So basically, which are the joining words in this case? Which words are used to join sentences over here? The first case, Conjunctions are basically words.
And
And
Yeah, and second
as
में
as
as,
but
third में
but
but. Okay, good. Now tell me, अच्छा, ands, as and but are the three joining words. So tell me, how is the first sentence different from the rest? पहला sentence और second और third sentence, any difference? Any difference
Yes,
between the second and third sentence? How
वो
is
दो persons को indicate कर
sorry?
they are indicate two persons, so they used and in between.
Yeah. Any difference between the in the first sentence, जो conjunction है, it is just joining two words, correct?
Yes.
Correct. It is just joining two words, lam and noun. And in the second and third sentence, क्या join कर रहा है?
two sentences.
Yeah, two sentences or two phrases. So this is joining two phrases or two sentences. So just remember, conjunction can either be joining two sentences or two words. ऐसा नहीं कि it always joins two sentences. It can be used to join two words also. Okay.
Okay.
So just take down the definition of conjunction. I'm just dictating the definition. So just take down the definition. Conjunctions are joining words. Just take this down in your notes. Conjunctions are joining words. Which join two words.
Join private person.
Conjunctions are joining words which join two words. Phrases, two words, comma phrases or clauses. Phrases or clauses. Okay. हो गया लिख के?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, types of conjunctions. Any idea how many types of conjunctions are there? What are the basic types of conjunctions? Okay, I'll just put up certain examples. Now tell me the difference again. That is what the difference. Rahul sang and she danced. I will go if I am invited. Tell me, tell me the conjunctions first. Which is the conjunction in the first case?
And
And how about the second?
If.
Okay, so any difference in the roles played by both the conjunctions? दोनों conjunction जो अपना अपना role play करें both the sentence. Any difference in the roles? How is the first conjunction different from the second conjunction? Any idea?
So second one condition apply कर रहा है ना, if
Sorry, can you be a bit louder? I can't get you. थोड़ा सा जोर से.
second one condition apply करता है ना, if
The second is a conditional sentence. Good. Anything else? Second is a conditional sentence or which? अच्छा, now tell me जो and है वो कौन सा दो parts को join कर रहा है? जो first sentence में and है ना, कौन सा दो point parts को join कर रहा है? And is joining which two parts? पहला part कौन सा है?
Rahul sang,
Rahul sang और second part is she danced.
she danced.
Now this is very simple. This first part and second part are not dependent on each other. एक दूसरे के ऊपर वो निर्भर नहीं है. जैसे राहुल sang and she danced. ऐसा इधर लिखा नहीं है कि अगर राहुल गाना गाने का रुक जाएगा तो she will stop dancing. या if she will stop dancing, Rahul will stop singing. ऐसा कुछ mention किया है क्या? नहीं ना? So that means both of the statements are independent. दोनों independent है. First part है वो second part के ऊपर dependent है क्या नहीं है? First part second part पे dependent है या नहीं है? नहीं है. Because independent action, Rahul is singing and she is dancing. So it doesn't depend कि if Rahul stops singing, she will stop dancing. या if she stops dancing, Rahul will stop singing. तो both are independent. ये अलग है और ये अलग है totally. Okay? ये दोनों एक दूसरे के ऊपर निर्भर नहीं है. Second sentence में
Dependent.
action dependent on the second और vice versa dependent है या नहीं है?
Dependent.
Like I will go, मैं कभी जाऊंगा कभी मैं मुझे वो इनवाइट करेगा कोई तो दैट मींस ये मेरा जाना इसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है ना पूरा करेक्ट ना so in the second case the first part is totally dependent on the second part so this type of sentences are called as compound sentences and this type of sentences are called as complex sentences इसमें जो conjunction अच्छा समझते हैं पहला what is compound and what is complex compound में क्या होता है both the parts are independent okay and in complex yeah
maybe simple, I will put it in a
they will not
text.
be able to make a complete sense okay the other important thing compound sentence में जो conjunction हम लोग use करते हैं they are called as coordinating conjunction and complex में जो होता है they are called as subordinating conjunction okay this type of conjunctions are called as coordinating conjunctions and the other type of conjunctions are called as subordinating conjunctions
सर फर्स्ट वाला फिर से एक्सप्लेन कीजिए, नहीं समझा.
done
हेलो हेलो हेलो
so basically there are two types of conjunctions both the, in this case, both the phrases of words joined by the conjunctions are independent of each other. That is, they don't depend on each other. And in that case, both the phrases of words cannot have an independent existence and depend on each other. They will be meaningless. Okay, we'll move to certain conjunctions, correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are those which are used in pairs. These two fact to run. अगर मुझे ये टू निकालना है तो which other conjunction correlative conjunction कौन सा डाल सकता हूँ अगर ये टू निकालना है तो if I have to get rid of two P double O any guesses इसका सेंटेंस का मतलब क्या होता है इस टू fact to run उसका हिंदी या मराठी में मतलब क्या होता है what does that mean हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करो सेंटेंस इज टू फाइट टू रन नो गेसेस ऑल ऑफ यू आर सो क्वाइट इसका मतलब क्या होता है वो इतना मोटा है कि वो भाग सकता है कि भाग नहीं सकता है
भाग नहीं सकते
भाग नहीं सकता है ओके तो जस्ट रिमेंबर तो उसका मीनिंग अगर मैं यूज करता हूँ आई जस्ट गिव यू द बिगनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस you complete it अगर ये टू निकालना है मुझे तो व्हाट आई डू इज so fat try to complete this is so fat
to run,
try to complete this sentence
so that he cannot run.
yeah he's so fat sorry can you repeat yourself
He is so fat, so he cannot run. He can't run.
so we cannot run you said
Yes.
नहीं so and so will not be used ना again because we are already using the so तो so के साथ और दूसरा कौन सा word use है just think he's so
so
fat
fat to run.
he's so fat to run
Yes.
so, no the meaning will change that he's so fat to run the meaning will be a bit changed
He's so fat that he cannot run.
yeah very good so के साथ हमेशा तो this is about he's so fat that he cannot run ठीक है what I done I use the conjunction I use the conjunction so जब भी अगर टू निकालना है you have to remove two if you have to remove two you have to use so and that ठीक है तो just this is the correlative conjunction pair में यूज हुआ है ना it is called as a correlative conjunction तो जब भी टू निकलता है तो you will be using so and that in place of that so just make a note of this Okay, I'll give one more example before ending the lecture. Just one more example. Now you have to answer this. What is remove is too big to work on same lines, on similar lines.
He is so weak that he cannot talk.
Yeah, good. He is so big that he cannot work. So always remember, most of the time, so or that are used in pairs. So and that are used in pairs. So this type of conjunction, this is a conjunction because it is joining a sentence. Na? So this type of conjunctions are called as correlative conjunctions, which are used in pair. They are called as correlative conjunctions. Any other correlative conjunctions you can think about which we use in pairs? जो pairs में होते हैं, correct दो sentence join करने के लिए. जैसे so that है. Any others which you can think of?
Not only but also.
Yeah, good. Not only but also. I'll just put them on the board. Anything else?
Either or.
Yeah.
Neither nor. Neither nor.
So these are a few conjunctions which are used in pairs. So this type of conjunctions are called as correlative conjunctions. Okay, so understood what are correlative conjunctions?
Yes, sir.
Which are normally used in pairs. So I just when you come for the next lecture, I just want you to do a small homework. This we have done how much 4 pairs now. There are many more pairs. Of course, we'll discuss in the next lecture. But when you come for the next lecture, just see that at least you construct correct ka do sentences ka bana ke likho. Just depend two sentences in each of these correlative conjunctions. Correct sentence correct ka do sentence bana ke likho. Okay, we will get an idea and then we'll discuss in the next lecture. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, and my next lecture, Dylan, I don't know how to miss the first part. So I will be taking the rules of this adverbs. Just now we did spotting errors. In the second lecture, I'll be just taking the basics, the rules of adverbs. So those who have missed on it can certainly join the same. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.